People who have hurt you in the past. Maybe somebody promised to marry you and the person jilted you. Probably you were even pregnant for the person and the person broke your heart. There are some children that will never forgive their fathers. They believe that their father did not play the role that he was supposed to play, and they are harboring that bitterness. Jesus Christ is saying, look, no matter what, let go of the past. The moment you say, oh, it was my mommy that was there when I needed help most, my daddy was not there, and you decided to treat your father differently, you are taking the position of God and you bring yourself into the judgment of God. Vengeance is not to you. It is not for you to take vengeance. Do what is right. You can tell your dad that when we needed you most, you were not there, but forgive him and still take care of him as your father, regardless of what your mother told you. There are some people that will never forgive their uncles. They believe that their uncles did not help them when they needed help, and they harbor that thing, and probably in the future God has helped them. They still hold that thing against that uncle. What you are doing is you are living in bitterness. You are living in bitterness. You are living in bitterness, and if you continue like that, you'll be looking for opportunity to show that person. You know, in our local parlance, they will say, you want to show that person Pepe. You want to show that person that you have arrived. The moment you get to that point where you want to show that person that it is my turn to give it back to you, what you want to do is you want to take revenge. You are putting yourself in the position of God, and you will enter into judgment. And so Jesus Christ is saying, look, forgive, walk in grace, forgive. But you can tell the person, when I needed you most, you were not there. But you meant it for evil, God meant it for good. If you didn't treat me the way you treated me, I will not struggle to be where I am today. So tell the person, all things will work together for good, just like Joseph did to his brothers. Tell the person, all things will work together. That thing you did to me that time made me stronger, because I learned how to struggle by myself and to survive. It will only help you. So don't hold anything against anybody to say, oh, I want to take revenge, I want to deal with a person. Let's look at the example of Jesus Christ on the cross. Example of Jesus Christ on the cross. Luke chapter 23. Luke chapter 23, when you read verses 33 and 34. Luke chapter 23, verses 33 and 34. Look at, they beat Jesus. They scourged him, they naked him, they put a crown of thorn upon his head, they bruised him. He was battered beyond recognition. He was beaten beyond recognition. He was beaten and battered. If you want to understand how he was battered, go and read the book of Isaiah chapter 53. He was beaten beyond recognition. And he was naked. It was an open shame. You see, when we watch movie and we see the crucifixion of Jesus Christ, there is this white thing they always wrap around his private part. In the real sense, when he was crucified naked. There was no white anything wrapped around him. He took that shame. But despite that pain, look at what Jesus Christ said. He said, Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they do. For they do not know what they do. That is the ultimate example of mercy. That is the ultimate example of forgiveness, even in the face of deep pain and injustice. That is the ultimate example of mercy, forgiveness, even in the deepest pain and injustice. And I'm sure Stephen took from the Lord Jesus Christ the same thing. Acts of the Apostle chapter 7. Acts of the Apostle chapter 7 from verse 54 to 60. Acts of the Apostle chapter 7 from verse 54 to 60. The same thing, when they were stoning Stephen. In the midst of that pain, you can imagine, if you are that person, I want you to put yourself in the position of Stephen. They were throwing stone at you. Do you know what it means? Throwing stone at somebody. Some of those stones will hit the person on the head. Some will hit the person in the eye. Some will hit the person sensitive places. In the midst of that pain, look at the response of Stephen. He said, Lord, lay not this sin to their charge. He was not asking for the head of his enemies. He was not asking even for God to take his vengeance, avenge him of his enemies. He was asking for their forgiveness. These people understood the message of Jesus Christ on the mount. And you also need to understand that. If there's anybody that has hurt you, and you have kept it in your heart, and you are looking for opportunity, to pay that person back. You are looking for the time when God will empower you enough to treat that person the way that person treated you. You are walking out of love. You are walking out of grace. You are walking in bitterness. And that's not the way the Lord wants us to live. I want to tell you that children of God,